If your bird sends like a fit bird to yours, and like you shagged her, is that not partly her fault?
I'd say no. Because it's testing the loyalty. If a fit bird turned up to your house...
Yeah, but it's like fucking...
At what point are you going to question it?
Yeah, it's like, you meet someone who's fucking... He's been in fucking, like, Narcotics Anonymous. 4 years in. Clean. Bad heroin addict, right? And then one day you just wake him up and you just go, I'm just going to put this here. You stick a big bag of heroin and a couple of needles next to him. Little tourniquet. Spoon. Lighter. Some tinfoil. Say, I'm just going to leave you there for a minute. And then he gets fucking high. Is that not partly your fault?
Yeah, of course it's partly your fault, but the situation you raised was if my bird got someone to turn up. And she knows I'm not a sex addict because she knows I'm not that interested in having sex with her. So if anything...
That doesn't mean you're not a sex addict. That means that maybe she's not the drug of your choice.
No, it's because I'm lazy. That's what it is. It's because I'm not the drug of my choice. If I don't have to take my clothes off, but I can still pretend what's underneath. Is what I think it is.
Would you rather have a wank than shag?
No.
Like, I mean, the way I've framed that is ever again. Yeah. But like,
there are
like let's say in the week, let's say there's the opportunity for 7 sexual encounters a week. I reckon I'd probably take the wank 4 times, and I'd shag 3 times.
I think it depends on time, but yeah, I reckon. Sometimes I just think I just want.
I mean, I'd rather my bird just wank me off or something.
Oh no,
or not. Well, like give me a blowy or something. Just something I don't have to do nothing.
No, I quite like a wank. Sometimes just don't like how quick and efficient it is. Sometimes that's what does my head in. Yeah. But women don't realise. They're like, oh, what are you doing wanking? It's like, well, you know, when you don't say it to a smoker, do you? Yeah. You don't go to oh, what are you doing now? Going out for a crafty fag? It's like. Because they're just going to have I just want a crafty wank. 5 minutes, done. Bam, I'm back, my head sorted. I'm all right.
I try and spice wanks up me. I bought toys and shit, right?
For wanking?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think that's the joy of wanking. You don't need none
of
that.
I do like a quickie from time to time. But then sometimes I'm like, I bought little toys, me, and I'll watch some. I'll try different porn and that.
That's too much prep.
You know what I mean? Like have a little.
Nah, it's too much prep, that.
Nah, it's good though. It's different though, innit?
So when you say try different porn, do you actually pick your porn before you go for your wank?
Nah, I'll just go on and I'll be like, you know, like sometimes you go on and you go, I know what porn I'm in. I know what porn I'm feeling here today. Yeah. I go through stages with porn, me.
Do you?
But sometimes I'm like...
I asked this yesterday on my Twitter. What makes people choose what porn they watch? Is it the situation, the actress, or the kink? And most people said the situation story, which is the same for me.
Fuck off.
Yeah. So I will choose porn based on like what's happened that week.
What do you mean? So if you've had like a fucking...
So say my bird's mates come round for a cup of tea, I'll have a wank over my wife's hot friend or something like that. Like, say I've been to a wedding. Right, when I go to your wedding, I promise you, for the next week or fortnight after that your wedding, I'll be wanking over wedding porn.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, full-on wedding porn.
I'm going to tell you this, right? And she asked me not to tell you, but I've got to tell you. For some reason, right, me and Loz were pissed in my house the other day, right? Yeah. And the subject came up of which of my mates she would have sex with. Yeah. Because she started it fronting me, going, you'd shag my mates. And I was like, nah. I said... I wouldn't, and she was like, "I know which of my mates you shag," and I went, "You don't."
That's the worst thing. You never do.
You don't. You absolutely never don't. And she was like, "I do," and she said a couple, and I was like, "Nah, I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't." And she was like, "You fucking defo would," and I was like, "Honestly, I wouldn't." And then she picked one. Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, I probably would." And she was like, "I fucking knew it," and I went, "Well, you'd shag some of my mates," and she was like, "Nah, I don't reckon I would." I went, "I know exactly which ones of my mates you'd shag," and she went, "Nah," and I went, "I know you'd shag Paul Blair." It's absolutely standard. And I'm saying, if we weren't together and you met him, and you were single and he was single, 100%. And she was like, maybe then, yeah. And I said, I reckon you'd shag a young Rob Thomas.
She is not the current. Why can't it be like you? Why can't you shag me? And then in 6 months' time, I'll be like a young Rob Thomas. I'll be fit and healthy.
Maybe that's what happens. I'll let you have a go.
Imagine that though. Imagine if that was the case.
Mate,
how selfish would it be? How selfish would it be for not let her do it? Like, go listen. Honestly, just one shag, and I promise you, you'll lose 6 stone. You'll get muscles. Honestly, it does something to you. It's like steroids. Like, imagine you knew that, and then you were like, "Oh, I can't do it because of my own insecurities."
I'd definitely keep that to myself, you know.
Would you?
Yeah. Well, I'd charge you for it.
How much?
It's a good glow up, that though, isn't it?
This is the problem.
And you get sex out of it. I reckon that's a good 10 grand. That.
Oh, Dave Longley said this right on his podcast the other day, and he told me to mention it. Not mention this, but mention him on this podcast because he's got a cob on. You haven't invited them on, and you never tell anyone when you.
Because I'm scared of what he's going to fucking say.
I told that to him, and well, it's true because he's racist. Basically,
he will come on and be fucking racist.
He would,
because he knows he shouldn't be racist.
But he said the problem is when anyone says how much. Is once you set your price, you can always be bartered down, and that is the thing. So you said 10 grand there, and I'm sitting there thinking, I reckon I could shag Loz for 5 grand.
You couldn't. Nah, I wouldn't go to 5. But you've only said 5, so you can get 8.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm meeting in the middle at 7.5.
Oh, the worst thing is she's definitely watching this. I'm getting that angry phone call after this.